Welcome to a new school year. We are excited to share with you the updated changes to the Code of Student Conduct for the School District of Indian River County. Our school district is connected by community, fueled by innovation, and driven by leadership. The updates to the Code of Student Conduct are the results of stakeholders, including principals, teachers, students, parents, and community members. The Code of Student Conduct was divided into two sections last year to address behaviors at the elementary and secondary grades. This will continue to follow the same format for the 2026 to 2027 school year. Elementary updates. There have been a few updates made in levels 1 through 4 related to behaviors and interventions. One of the most noticeable updates in the behavior section is the student ID badge violation. We will take a look at this later in the video. Secondary updates. There have been updates made in levels 1 through 4 related to behaviors and interventions. One of the most noticeable updates again in the behavior section is the student ID badge violation. Skipping class out of assigned area, repeated skipping class are a few additional changes. Please make sure to review the Code of Student Conduct for all changes made. It is important to review the behavior and intervention in the Code of Student Conduct, levels 1 through 4, to assist and understand how to address behaviors. The goal is to guide our students in behavioral success throughout the school day. Corrective interventions are designed to promote student learning and modify off-task behavior. When deciding upon levels of interventions, teachers and administrators will consider developmental factors, student exceptionalities, and cultural sensitivities. Other considerations include patterns of established behavior and the intent and severity of the offense. School teams will adhere to policies and procedures communicated in state statutes and board policies. Now let's take a look at how to address behaviors and the processes that follow.
High expectations on your campus for both staff and students should decrease major behaviors occurring on your campus. This makes it all the more important for the classroom teacher to effectively address student behaviors.
Behaviors that disrupt the learning environment must be addressed. When this occurs, the first step is to redirect the student and reteach the appropriate behavior as needed. Reteaching may be included as one of the corrective interventions utilized to help the student find success. A minimum of 2 corrective interventions are to be applied to encourage positive behavior choices, and suggestions are listed here. Be sure to reach out to the parent to include them in addressing behavioral concerns. If the behavior continues despite the implementation of 2 or more corrective interventions and a parent contact, proceed to the next step, completing a minor infraction form in Focus. And don't forget to update the parent on this action. Both of these actions are completed by logging into Focus. Click on the Discipline tab in Focus, then choose Add Referral.
If your menu is to the side of your dashboard, locate and click Add Referral.
Enter the student name or ID number and check the appropriate box before clicking Search. Now you can proceed with completing a minor infraction form. You will notice errors or warning indicators on the right-hand side. When you complete the mandatory fields, the errors should be addressed. Start by entering the behavior you are documenting in the teacher code. If it's a level 1 behavior, Focus will automatically select a minor infraction. Both time and location are required fields, as it is a description of the behavior. Be specific about the behavior so it can be referenced as needed if the behavior continues. Although a description was entered, the error did not get removed. If this happens, click on the X to update. Do not enter teacher recommended ODR actions since this is a minor infraction. A parent contact is required. Select yes or no if this was completed. Since 2 or more interventions are required when entering a minor, you can multi-select all the corrective interventions used in the drop-down tab. After speaking with a parent, document any important details here. This information will populate automatically in the student documentation section of Focus. Selecting Save brings you to this screen where you can review the referral you submitted or continue by adding another referral. It is important to note, however, that administrators do not receive an alert when a minor infraction has been entered.
An Office Discipline Referral, or ODR, is completed by following the same steps used for entering a minor infraction in focus. ODRs are applied to behaviors that are level 2, 3, or 4, or if there is a continuation of level 1 behaviors. If it is a level 1 continuation, corrective interventions must be in place, and 3 minors for the same behavior are to be written before submitting an ODR after the 4th infraction. This time, instead of selecting a specific behavior, ODR must be selected as the teacher code. If you make any other selection, it will revert back to a minor infraction. All required fields for a minor infraction form are still required for an ODR. The only additional field you may choose to complete, though it is not required, is if you have a corrective intervention to recommend to the administrator. Unlike a minor infraction, this time when you hit save, the administrator will be notified. Administrators receive an alert when new ODRs have been submitted. You can check on the status of an ODR you have submitted as well, which we'll review shortly. But first, let's check out where the teacher-parent contact notes from the referral are located. Search for the student by name or ID. On the Student Info page, select Student Documentation. This is the same page you record all parent contact events. Scroll down to the bottom of the page where you will see a section titled Referral Teacher Contact Information. There you will find any minors or ODRs that were submitted for that student, along with the notes you've recorded in the referral itself. Explicitly indicating if the parent was contacted in the referral saves you a step in the documentation process. Now, how do you check to see if an administrator has reviewed an ODR you submitted? Review referrals by clicking on the Discipline tab, but this time select Referrals.
If your menu is to the side of your dashboard, click on Students and then Referrals. Clicking on Simple List will bring up all referrals that you have written.
You may include minor infractions in your search by checking the minor infraction box.
The behavior code and action columns will allow you to review any updates to an ODR made by an administrator. If an administrator hasn't addressed an ODR submission, it will indicate that it requires administration review and no action will be listed. Please take note of the scroll bar on the bottom of the chart. This can be used to view all the information from the referral by sliding it to the right. You may also click on the student's name to view it all on one page. As mentioned earlier, an administrator will receive an alert on their Focus dashboard. When they click the alert, the administrator is brought to a similar page where there will be a list of all ODRs. Pending ODRs will have a red minus sign on the left, and the behavior code will match yours. ODR requires administration review. Once an administrator updates the ODR, the behavior code will change to reflect the code assigned by the administrator. In this example, the code is inappropriate behavior. You will also notice that the action field has been updated as well. Remember, to see more information without clicking on the referral itself, just slide the scroll bar to the right. The Date Decided field has been removed so that the intervention dates are more clear. You will see the date the intervention begins, ends, and the assigned length of time for the corrective intervention.
That was a lot of information on discipline processes. Any questions regarding minor infractions and office discipline referrals, please feel free to reach out to Student Services for assistance. We are happy to help. Now let's take a look at additional updates that were made to the Code of Student Conduct. The bus behavior violations have been updated and aligned to match the Code of Student Conduct to make it easier to understand the behaviors on the bus and to process referrals. In addition, corrective interventions have been updated in both elementary and secondary for bus violations. The new corrective interventions can be found in Level 2 through Level 4, listed under Bus Interventions. Please take a moment and review how bus behaviors have been aligned with the behaviors in the Code of Student Conduct. As previously stated, a big change in the Code of Student Conduct was the separation of dress code and student ID badges. The new section on student ID badges discusses ID badge protocol for elementary and secondary, with optional supports to assist students in their successful wearing of their ID badges. In addition, ID badge interventions show progressive discipline with first offense through repeated offense for elementary and secondary grades. At the bottom of the chart, the process for student ID badge replacement is discussed. A new format for dress code will appear in the 2026 to 2027 Code of Student Conduct, making it easier to understand and follow for students. Unified Student Dress Code has been added to the Code of Student Conduct. It will be important for parents and guardians to visit individual schools, school websites, or review handouts for specific unified dress code requirements, as schools have certain color tops and bottoms. Updates to the cell phone and wireless communication device policy misuse have been made to include wearable technology, the definition to out of sight. Minor cell phone and wireless communication device misuse interventions, and major cell phone and wireless communication device misuse interventions and processes. Take a moment and review the updates that have been made. A lot of information and updates were covered in this video, and we hope you will find it to be a useful resource as we work together to make this year a great one.